Hi, everyone. Got two people in. Hello, humble fella. Silly YouTube had deleted your channel from my subs. I fixed that. Oh, well, good. Thank you, Gina. I tell people to check it. I tell people to check it each and every day. YouTube does that. They have a tendency to do that. I'm having coffee. Stay a while, everyone. Stay a while. Mm. I'm hoping this cold weather is leaving. I'm hoping. I don't like this cold weather. Don't like it at all. All right, we got 6 people in here. Let's see. Um, Comment down in the chat. Y'all give me a thumbs up. Well, hello, Chris. You're from the Chicago area. Huh, you get some cold weather there. Where I'm at, I'm not used to this cold weather. It's driving me nuts. Mm. Next week, I'm gonna play around with this mic next week. All right. See if I can get it going instead of my headset mic. The thing is that I have to have yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get this mic going instead of my headset mic. Okay. Hello, Marta. How are you? It's good to see you. Hi, Double Trouble. I've been kind of busy today, even though it's been a really kind of it's been a day for me to pamper myself is what it's been. And I videoed it. So it'll be coming up on a video. My nose has been itching, so you're gonna see me doing things like this, okay? Because my nose has been itching for about 3 or 4 days now, nonstop. So I don't take any allergy medications, um, because I can't. So what I do is use just a simple nasal spray. Um, and I know that it's due to the amount of heat that I have been putting into my house to keep the house warm. So thank you, Marta. Yeah, I do enjoy salads, and I will be making another round of salads this next week. And I like to have those on hand, like a generic kind of a salad, so that I can put anything on top of it that I want. Um, I'm sorry. Uh, and I'm trying not to sneeze, is what I'm trying not to do. And and it makes it real easy. So I did do a grocery haul that is either been released or um it's soon to be released. And it has 2 heads of lettuce and some spinach in it. And so it's made that grocery haul was for this week's coming up salads. It also had hearts of what do you call them? Um the long leaf lettuce. I'm not sure what kind it is. Um that I like. I like to make like wraps and things with those, and so I'm so sorry. Ah, mm, I'm so sorry, but my nose has been itching for days now, and so you won't s I'm trying really hard for it not to be on video, but I can't help it when it happens on a live. I can't stop it and then go and stop it and then go. I've decided to move my lives to 7 PM, and the reason is because I tend to get more viewers in at around 7 o'clock in the evening than 6 o'clock in the evening, because for a lot of people, that's their dinner time, like, they're sitting down to eat and stuff, and so, for me, it's not allergies. For me, it is, the heater going all the time, constantly during the day. It it kind of, evens off when I turn the heaters off, and so it's not allergies, okay? It's a dry nose, that's what it is, and, I probably could use a humidifier, but here's the thing, is that most of the year, I use a dehumidifiers in my house. I have 3 dehumidifiers in my house that are constantly pulling drawing moisture out of the air because most of the year, it is so humid where I live that you can hang, those, dehumidifier bags, um, that you can buy in the store. In my mom's house, I used to hang those all over the house and change them every 2 or 3 days. And, yeah, a furnace does the same thing, alright? We had a furnace in the house in one of our houses, and it did the same thing. It's just real common with me, and so I do have to be careful that, I do keep, like, a nasal spray up, you know, um adding moisture back into my nose, and the reason is because I do get nosebleeds from it, so I do have to be careful with it, so alright, coffee time. Hmm, we have 17 people in here already. That's cool. Uh, how's everyone? Okay, alright, Marta, eucalyptus tablets, I'm gonna have to go look that up. Hi, Grandma Teresa, it's good to see you. Sorry about the yawning. Woo. Okay, audio is kinda in and out. Alright, let me do some things in the background and see if it helps. Hi, Laura. I'm closing down some programs that I had open to see if if the mic stops cutting out. Oh, okay. You had me humble fella. That would have been information that I probably needed. Anyone else having issues with my mic cutting out? Please let me know. All right, so this week, let's see what I got into this week. This week was mainly me staying at home, um, and keeping a lot of hot liquids going, like coffee, decaf coffee, hot teas, um, those kinds of things going, and making sure Chico and I stayed warm. Hmm. And that's pretty much what I spent my week doing because, as you know, that we had a winter blast that hit here on Wednesday. I did. I do it every day, almost every day. There's 1 or 2 days that I didn't do it, but today I did. I'm fine. Um, so I ended up we got some ambulances and fire trucks coming around. Um, what bread do I use for my French toast? I It's a 45 calorie bread that I got from the food bank. That's what I've been using, Plateau. Um, however, and I don't eat it every day. I don't eat the French toast or the or a regular toast every day. Because that is a how do I put this? It is in technically it is in my carb um category. Like it's only 9 grams of carbs, but it's not on my eating list, okay? Because it is still got the wheat and that stuff in it, and then I'm not supposed to be eating that. And and so technically it is below the carbs that I'm supposed to be having. But what I'm gonna do from now on, like I said, I was just kind of getting a handle on how this program works and how it's best gonna work for me. And I'm coming in to show you because we're going to get this live going. All right. Whoops. Oops. The camera. I hit the camera. Hold on. There we go. And I have a stack of recipes here that I want to go through. Today on my video, I did the cream cheese pancakes this morning because I was hungry for pancakes. And so I did that. And um, I want to do the low carb cornbread. So that's one of the things that I wanna do. Um, there's a cornless cornbread, chaffle that I wanna do, and I'm gonna leave that out there. And I'm getting into the breads. Um, yeah, I'm getting into the bread category now that I pulled out recipes that I wanna try from the Verta program, from actual Verta website instead of going on a low carb, website. I wanted to go on the Verta website itself. This is a mug of bread. You make 1 mug for yourself in the morning if you want a little mini loaf of bread for your breakfast. So I'm looking forward to that. Then there's a skillet bread with cheese, and I'm gonna do that in my iron skillet. Okay. And they have a quick bread that I'm looking forward to making. I'm gonna make a loaf of it and then see if I can make like sandwiches out of it. All right. Because it only has 3 grams of carbs per slice, so I could actually have 2 slices of it and make a sandwich out of it. So I'm looking forward to that. This one has been on my list for a while. It's eggs Benedict, and every time I get in there to try to make it myself, it calls for a lot of steps, okay? Making your own hollandaise sauce, okay? That's a um, that's a That's gonna be a challenging for me, is making my own hollandaise sauce. But it's there, okay? Do I find it difficult to follow what I have to do for my health? Not when I make the simple things that I enjoy. Like the eggs and bacon in the morning. I do like that in the morning. It's a simple one, and that's not easy. That's not hard to follow when I do that. I'm finding when I do recipes like this that it can be challenge it can be challenging for me until I get the recipe down. It can be challenging. And so because it's new. I do want to do a chicken enchilada casserole with green chilies, but I have a lot of jalapenos that are frozen in my freezer. And I'm thinking that I might want to, instead of green chilies, I might want to throw some jalapenos in there, my frozen jalapenos. I did this pumpkin cream cheese minute muffins before, but I want to do it on a bigger scale and make a bunch of them. And so I do have a list of these things that I want to do. And yes, double trouble. Those bread recipes do look good. And I want to get in there and challenge myself with bread recipes, and because I always made my own bread. Y'all saw me do that on many different occasions, and I just have to make it a different way. All right. And I want to get in the kitchen and learn how to make these breads. And so I have to challenge myself to do that. Low carb wraps, I want to do these instead of tortillas. And so on the day that I do believe these take 3 eggs, not egg whites. Okay. The hollandaise sauce, the reason why I'm kind of worried about the hollandaise sauce is because um I it calls for egg yolks, okay? And I'm looking at Chico to see what he's doing. It calls for egg yolks, but what am I gonna do with the whites? Okay, I don't like wasting things, and so if I can make me some egg white wraps with the whites that are left over from the hollandaise sauce, then I'll do that. I just gotta figure that out. But this low carb wrap calls for 3 eggs and it makes 12. All right. So it's really not going to be anything, it only has 1 gram of carbs and very few protein because you're only using 3 eggs and 4 ounces of cream cheese, which is a half a package of cream cheese. And so these are going to be, and you use pork rinds too, crushed up. 4 ounces of crushed pork rinds. Okay. And so I am going to be looking forward to making these wraps. Um, I do have a turkey breast in the freezer, and so I'm thinking about leftover turkey pot pie is one of the items that I want to do. Because from the turkey that I had from Thanksgiving, I do have the turkey breast, okay, left over, and I'm thinking about making a turkey pot pie out of it. But those are the plans that I have out here, and I have the recipes set up here. And I really am pushing myself to get into the kitchen and challenge myself a little bit with things. And so, um, yeah, so I'm able to stand longer um, and really get into the kitchen and challenge myself a little bit. And so the wraps are good. I do like making my own wraps. I do like making my own bread. I always have. And so like I said, I just got to figure out how to do it a different way. That's all. Um, and so I'm looking forward to now, um, even when I get bread from the food bank that I can use, I'm going to push it out of my house and give it to another family and challenge myself to make my own um, breads that I can that I can eat that are better for me on my eating plan. Instead of looking at, okay, well, it's only got 9 grams of carbs, I can have it. No, but it does have the wheat in it, which I'm not is not on my eating plan at all. And so, anyway, so, um, I don't know what else to talk to you about. We've been on here for about 20 minutes. Oh, yeah, this week I did not do my plan at all this week. And the reason is because I just, um, there's no excuse. Okay. I just didn't do it. Okay. That's it. I just didn't do it. And yeah, you have days, you have weeks like that where I do at least, where I just don't have the energy to do that. And this was one of those weeks where all of my energy was spent on keeping myself in Chico warm. And so it's hard on both of us. Cold weather is hard on both of us. And that's why I live down here is so I don't have to face that cold weather too much. I know some of y'all live in um really, really cold places and I can't. When I was younger, I could go to cold places and I actually enjoyed when I went to Kansas um and Oklahoma during the winter. Was I able to go out and walk a little bit? I was this time. I did take Chico for a couple of walks every day. But for him, he won't leave his little shoes on. Okay. I try. I work real hard at it and try. But he won't leave his little shoes on and his little feet get cold. And so we can only be out for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And so all I'm doing is taking a walk down to the end of the street and letting him do his business and then back to the house. But yeah, we a couple of times every day we go out for a walk. Not nearly as many as um, we have been, but yeah, I can't imagine that kind of cold out there. I can't imagine. Chico would not be able to. And that kind of cold, the 10s and the 20s, 10s and 15 degrees? No way. He's a chihuahua. There's no way he could do that. Yeah, I'm gonna get right back on it. All right. It's warming up now. It's about 51 degrees right now outside. I'm looking at the thermometer right now. It's about 50 degrees outside right now, and so it's not as bad as it has been in so it's warming up slowly. It rained all day yesterday. We got one walk in yesterday. I was listening to the rain, trying to figure out if there's gonna be a break in the rain, and there was no break in the rain. It was cold and wet. There was no way I was gonna go out there nor Chico in that mess, so but we play in the house, okay? Like, he runs from one end of my house to the other, over and over and over again. I throw the ball, and he goes to the other side of the house and chases it and brings it back to me most of the time. Sometimes he doesn't, but and I have a video coming up on that with us playing in the house. I am going to get back to doing my meal plan. All right. This was not this last week, but the week before. And so I am going to sit here tonight, turn the page to a new page, and sit here and make this. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, double trouble, I did not see what you put there. You retracted your message, double trouble, what was it? What'd you retract? And another thing that I have to do this week and focus in, I wanna get back over to the senior center. And this is my bookkeeping, and as you can see, it's a hot mess right now. I'm not gonna open it up, but this is my bookkeeping for YouTube, and there's a lot of receipts and all kinds of things that need to be logged in and yeah, balance. I need to balance my books, okay? And I gotta get that done, all right, because I have to do a report in May. May is and it's coming up. So, I'm d I'm doing good. Is that what you're saying, Gina, that I'm doing good? I appreciate that because there's sometimes I don't think I'm doing good. I know, I and then on top of that, on top of me wanting to get in the kitchen and get some of those breads done, wanting to needing to balance my books, getting back to the senior center. I did not go to bingo on Thursday because it was too cold. I could not leave the house and leave Chico in this cold with with no heat in the house. Thank you, Gina. I appreciate it. And I couldn't do that to him. Okay. And so I'll go next month. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do once a month bingo or twice a month bingo. I can do twice a month bingo, but here's the problem. The second bingo is always on a Thursday. And that's a day when I go to the food bank. And so that week, I have 2 different food banks that I can go to, and so, I could go on that week, I could go to the other food bank, the Wednesday food bank, if I wanted to. How cold did it get? It got down to in the high 20s here. Um, do you have an Instagram account, Susie? Alright, here's the thing, I had a professional Instagram account, and I closed it down. So, no, I don't. Only places you can find me is on YouTube right now is on YouTube and Facebook. You can find me on Facebook there. Um, I'm thinking about there's a lot of people on TikTok, and, that would be a new challenge. I'm getting my head wrapped around YouTube, and I've been spending a lot of time figuring out, different parts of YouTube's program. And there are some people, just one or two that were upset that I was um, that I was releasing YouTube videos to members, and the way it works is it's a sneak peek for members. And so it was coming out, but the subscribers could not get to it until it actually scheduled to go out for the subscribers. It's called a sneak peek and for members so that they can have a sneak peek at a video that everybody will eventually see. Um and so a couple of people were upset over it, and I'm not excluding anyone. I'm just playing around with the different aspects of YouTube. And so know that I'm not excluding anyone, okay? I'm just playing around with the different features on YouTube and figure out which ones do what. Um and so some of the members got sneak peeks at some videos, all right? And and so I did it for about 2 weeks, okay? Just to get used to doing those kinds of things and deciding if this is the way I want to go moving forward. Do I want to do sneak peeks for members or not? I don't have to. It's an option, but I wanted to use it and see how it works. That's how you learn. And so that's what I was doing is that I was figuring out, see how it works and see what you guys think about it. Um so we got about 24 people in here. So out of you 24 people, tell me, does members having sneak peeks bother you? If it does, then I may rethink it. But right now, I wanted to know how it worked. Um, Marta, you think that TikTok would be good for some of the recipes? It doesn't bother you, Marta? It doesn't bother you, Humble? Okay, that's good to know. All right, that's good to know. Doesn't bother you, Double Trouble? Okay, all right. Because like I said, there's about 2 people that it did bother. One of them left my channel. You have your business in TikTok? Okay. All right, Marta. I don't TikTok. Like, I don't even watch videos on TikTok. I don't have an account over there. Um, and so that's gonna be another learning curve for me. Maybe I will, um, at some point, but okay, Marta. All right. How long are your TikToks? Are they short TikToks? Are they long TikToks? How long are they? I have to get over there. I've seen a couple of TikTok videos, but and I do know that some of the YouTube content creators are making more money on TikTok than they are on YouTube. So, okay. All right. Okay, there's a couple of you 60-second videos. Okay. Now, I do see people also doing the 60-second videos in YouTube, and some of them are TikTok videos that they just went ahead and posted in YouTube as well. And so I'm like I said, I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit and see how it works. And yeah, so I wanted to get a handle on YouTube first, though. I also see a lot of people too, a lot of creators that make money on Facebook as well, um, by doing lives on Facebook. And so I might look into doing lives on Facebook as well. Not um exclusively just Facebook, but maybe like opening up a live on YouTube and a live on Facebook simultaneously at the same time. I'm thinking that might be fun. Um, maybe using okay, yeah, I'll do what I feel comfortable with, but I'm thinking that maybe I can do like I can play around with it a little bit as I'm learning. Okay, humble fella. All right. Okay. All right. So I can Download my videos and reach more people. Okay. Sorry. My nose. One of the things that I've been doing today is kind of, pampering myself a little bit. Um, got in there and did a shower and washed my hair, got my hair cleaned up. Um, I only wash my hair once a week because I'm not really out and about and working and all that kind of stuff anymore. And it's really bad for my hair to wash it more than, um, I used to wash it almost every day. I used to wash it every day when I taught school because the kids were always up in my the students were. They loved to give me hugs, okay? And so they were always up in my hair and stuff like that. So I always washed it. And a hairdresser told me with my hair, you shouldn't wash it more than twice a week, preferably once a week. So, I mean, if I can save on shampoo that way, I'll do it that way. My head is fine. It doesn't get itchy. I'm not outside sweating like crazy. And um, so I only wash my hair once a week. So I did that and did a body scrub while I was in the shower. And then I did a kind of facial on my face. And now what I wanna do is, tonight, I want to go and get put a foot soak with some, Epsom salt and a foot soak and do my feet, and just soak my feet. I'm not gonna do them as I'm gonna schedule a pedicure next week, but I'm gonna soak my feet tonight. Okay, plateau. Well, either somebody's really hard thinking about me or talking about me really bad, okay? Uh Okay, I do have a little bottle of dry shampoo that was given to me as a gift, during Christmas, and so I will start using that midweek, I think. Um, Somebody asked me how long did I teach. I taught for 22 years and 3 years in higher education. So, a total of 22, 23, 24, 25 years. Company was coming. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what company will be coming? Y'all can see my nose is itching, so okay. Oh, okay. So, wait. So, Sushi, tell me what you're seeing on your end, okay? It was posted as a sneak peek for members, okay? I'm trying to understand what you're seeing on your end so that I can make decisions, okay? That the video with the microphone trial was a sneak preview when the video actually posted. It said members only? Okay. All right. So that is what you're seeing on your end when I do a sneak peek, okay? It's showing members only up until the day that it comes out, okay? For everyone. Just know, Sushi, that I don't exclude anyone, all right? And that all videos eventually go out, all right? But I do have them scheduled 4 or 5 days ahead. And so I'm just learning how to use the sneak peek and how it functions in YouTube land. And so when you see the members only, know that it's not a members only. It is just a sneak peek for the members. It'll eventually come out. All right. And I'm deciding whether I want to do that or not. Okay. Whether I want to keep doing that or not. I just wanted to learn how to use the function and learn how to use it well. So one or two is not enough for me. I have to repeat it over and over again until I get learn how to use it well. And then make the decision whether I want to continue using it or not. Okay, but all videos do go out to everyone. Oh, of coffee, you had 4 cups of coffee today, humble fella? Well, I do 2 cups in the morning of regular coffee and 2 decafs. Mm. Okay, sushi, okay. Alright. Okay. Maybe okay, so I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to let you know that it's a sneak peek, um, because eventually it's gonna be out for everyone, okay? Right now, all of them were sneak peeks, okay, because I was learning how to use that function and get comfortable with it. Alright, I'm going to have to leave. Y'all have a great night. Okay, bye, Humble. It's good. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. We've been on air for about 40, a little over 40 minutes. Are there any more questions you all have? Like I said, I'm going through a bunch of recipes that I'm gonna be getting, getting made up. Basically, it's gonna be a lot of bread recipes and baking, and then, and learning getting comfortable with doing the bread recipes so that I can, so that I can only do my own breads, my own cornbread, my own regular bread, and that kind of stuff. There's also some other ones that I came across that were made differently that are and crackers. I wanted to do crackers as well. I'm looking forward to doing some crackers, and they had some cheese, um, like taco shells that you can make tacos with that is made from cheese, and I'm looking forward to doing that as well. Okay, I saw the recipe today, so but I have enough recipes printed out. I want to put that binder together with all these recipes in it. I have all the stuff to do it with. I just haven't gotten to it. All right, and so that's going to be a video. Okay. Um, are there any questions any of y'all have? That's what this is all about. It's about answering questions. At some point, I want to do cooking videos, live cooking videos as well, and I'd love to do that. And but I need to find a volunteer that would be willing to do to supervise the comment section. All right, to moderate my channel. Somebody I trust. So I have to figure out in my real life, in my real world, who can moderate my channel, who I feel comfortable with having those powers. So, um, any more questions? By the way, on the live, there's a little heart down here somewhere. Okay, there should be a little heart and all kinds of little functions that yes, there y'all go, okay? All of that all of that helps out with the algorithm. Believe it or not, the more that you do those hearts and the happy faces and all that stuff, it pushes my lives out. You see, I want you to see the numbers are growing. We're at 30, 31. You see people coming in. All right. I am excited about having you all here. I love having my Sunday evenings with y'all. And so when y'all get in from now on, When y'all get into uh, when y'all get into the YouTube live, if you'll start hitting that heart and all those little emoji things, okay, it pushes it out. The algorithm, it pushes it out. And so, and the comments, yes, it does help. Okay, it helps. It pushes my videos out. So let me recap about what I'm going to be doing this week. I'm going to be going over and for those of you that are new in here and don't know, I do a cooking channel that is about Verta program, which is a very, very restricted low carb diet. And I'm going to be tackling some bread recipes this next week, including low carb wraps. Let me see. Um, I'm looking for the ones that I was looking at. A low carb cornbread. Oh, not that. I'm looking for them. Hold on. I'm going to be doing a cornless cornbread truffle, okay? And um, a mug bread in a mug, skillet bread with cheese. I'll be doing that one. Okay, so I'm going to pick one every day and a quick bread. I'm going to pick one every day and I'll be doing those. I will also be getting back to y'all keep me on check, okay? And I appreciate that. I'll get back to making my meal plan, all right, for the week. Um and balancing my books because in May I have to turn um all of my numbers into, tax office. And yeah, so y'all come along and spend the day with me every day. Today is Sunday, tomorrow's Monday, and you all know I do housework on Monday. And so that's what I'll be doing on Monday. I'll be doing laundry, cleaning the bathroom, sweeping and mopping, and vacuuming the house and all that. And in between all of that, I'll be filming something, probably making one of these breads, okay, in between. And so yeah, um, I the forecast this week. Actually, let me look it up. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up so you guys can. So you're not gonna be able to see it, okay? But I'll be able to tell you. All right. Okay. So Monday, the temperatures are gonna be the high is gonna be 68 and the low is gonna be 48 where I live. And let me look and see if there's gonna be rain in the forecast. No rain. Um, it doesn't show any rain throughout the day. So only 1% chance of rain on Monday. Tuesday, it's gonna be up at 72 is the high and 54 is the low, and there's not gonna be any rain on Tuesday. It's gonna be partly cloudy, but no rain. Wednesday, we're gonna have 73 for a high and 57 for the low on Wednesday, and it doesn't look like any rain. On Thursday, that's gonna be the day that I have the most activity out, and it doesn't look like it's gonna I think the highest is like a 6% chance of rain at like 4 AM on Thursday, but it doesn't look like it's gonna have, um, any rain, okay, really. And Thursday is gonna be the high of 70 and the low of 46 here. So, there is what the forecast is showing. So, that was a good question, Gina. Okay. So, that was If with that, I am going through I do wanna let you know I am going through a lot of my like, I found a bunch of, like, samples of, like, facial care um, and cleansing stuff, and so I'm pampering myself a couple of times this week. I did it today, and I'll probably do it on Wednesday. Um, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. I'll probably do it on Wednesday and, just kinda pamper myself, spend a day pampering myself, and, yeah, and then I'm gonna definitely get a food bank haul in this week. I really do need to do 1 or 2 food bank hauls this week. Like I said, I qualify for 3 or 4 of them, and to be honest, um, most of the places, um rarely does it happen that I'm turned away. It just happened last week, okay? But out of all the years that I've been, frequently frequenting the food banks with picking up things for seniors in our area and picking up food for the poor in our area that are working and not making enough money to buy groceries for their kids and stuff. I would pick up at the food bank for them. They qualified for it, they applied for it, but they couldn't go because they were at work. And so they would give me their card, and I would go pick up for them. And because that I was already there. I was working with seniors in the area, and so I would pick up for them. And so um there's nothing that's different with the way I'm doing it now as what I was doing before when I was working, before I retired, except that I don't pick up for people. I pick up for myself and I give what I can't use away to people that can use it, if that makes sense. Okay. I don't use anyone else's card anymore. I don't pick up for people anymore. I just pick up for myself. And like I said, most of the time I just need to stop drinking this before I go. All right. That's what's going on. Okay. Coffee makes you go to the restroom a lot. Okay. And so I got to stop drinking this before I go. If I don't drink any fluids before I go, then I don't have an issue. Okay. Thank you, Double Trouble. I appreciate you telling me I deserve a pamper day. All right. So we've been on this live for 52 minutes. Does anybody have any other questions for me? No more questions? Aw, thank you for the hearts. Keep going. It'll push people in here. More people will be watching. All right. Before I leave, I'm going to give you 5 of you a gift. Okay. If I could see it, it's not on here. Oh, it's not showing up. Why is it not showing up? Hold on. Hmm. Nope. Hold on a minute. Nope. That's not it either. Huh. It's not showing up. All right. Well, I was going to give y'all a 5 memberships. Gift, but it's not showing up. You can't gift a membership. Okay, so I'm not sure why it's not doing that tonight, but Anyway, so, um, hi, Eve. It's good to see you. I'll hang on for another 3 or 4 minutes, alright? Give me a second. I am doing some customizations to see if I can change anything in here, and for some reason, it's not letting me do super chat gifts, tonight. You're on lunch? Hi, Karen, you're on lunch in Australia? Okay, Karen, you look just like me with the headphones on. Like I said, next week I'm gonna be playing around with, this clip-on microphone, alright, that I have. I just didn't wanna risk it tonight, but I'm letting everybody that's here know that next week I'll be playing around with this mic and see if I can get it going here with on my computer with the camera and everything. It's gonna take some, work, alright? Just gonna have to unplug the headset and plug in the device. This thing right here. Plug this in to my computer and, get my mic going, alright? And so on the live, I may end up messing around with the camera, with the mic. Alright. Um, it's okay, Susie, next time we have fun with you, okay? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get to learn how to use a mic set, alright? I'm learning how to use it with, um I'm learning how to use it with my phone, alright? So you know, it's a learning curve. You know what? I also wanna let you all know that when I started taking those prenatal vitamins that I got from the food bank, my foggy brain cleared up. I don't know what was going on, but my foggy brain cleared up when I started taking the prenatal vitamins that I got free from the food bank. Like, I don't know what's in those, prenatal vitamins, but I'm gonna look them up. Um, I'm gonna look them up, okay, and see if I can get them. What did I teach? Laura, it depended on the year. I'm certified to teach anything and everything, from math classes to reading classes to science to history. I taught special education. I taught gifted and talented. I'm certified to teach everything. And so it just depended on where they needed me that year as to what I taught. So I've taught it all. If you ask, I can truly say I've taught it all. Because if I did special education, then especially a self-contained class, then I taught all the subjects there. So, okay. Well, actually, I'm the tech savvy one myself, but I had fog brain. Okay, I had fog brain. I had it for about a couple of years, and so, like I said, I don't know what my body was lacking that was causing fog brain, but as soon as I started taking those prenatal vitamins, it was like my brain cleared up. So anyway, okay. Anyone else have any other questions? Yes, Marta, I'm going to work on learning TikTok as well. Okay, but I have to download the app on my phone, right? That's where I have to start by downloading the app on my phone. All my friends are telling me, "Do not go down the TikTok road. You will never, ever come back." They keep telling me that. Uh, uh, alright, well, I'm gonna let you all go. It's been an hour. Um, I will see you all next week, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. I moved it an hour back, and the reason is because as the days get longer, it gives me a more of an opportunity to take Chico for one last walk before I do the live, and so I will be bumping it to 1 hour later than it usually was, and, I am so glad to see all of you out here. I really am. Um, yeah, it could be that I was lacking some vitamins and it wasn't showing up on my blood panel, okay? I don't know what it was, but all I know is that my my I wasn't confused, I was just in a fog, and it cleared up like 2 or 3 days after I started taking those vitamins. It was crazy, crazy incredible. Um, okay, so, you all have a wonderful and blessed week, and I will see you guys next Sunday, same time, and, you all be blessed because you guys bless me each and every day just by showing up and watching my videos. And I'll see you all next Sunday. Goodbye.